Alright, so what's up? This is your boy Kilo with Queen Zitty in the building, and today we are talking about nothing better than love.
Still my heart.
Alright, so let's talk about love.
Alright.
Tell me about it.
Oh gosh. That's not that was the first question. I don't know. I don't have it figured out. I'm like, you tell me about
Well, here's a question.
it.
Do you feel it's even necessary to have?
Love in general or
Love as a relationship, yes.
Romantic relationship.
Yes.
Absolutely. And, you know, we talked about the Bible before. And, you know, in the Bible it talks about how, you know, husbands love your wives, wives respect your husbands. And I've heard it preached so much that men need respect and women need love. As a woman who has gotten a lot of love, I would say I also need respect, heavy doses, you know? So I do think it's necessary. But I think both are necessary for both men and women, for all of us.
I agree.
What do you think? Okay.
I think, you know, love is definitely, man, if you don't experience love on this, as you live in this life, you're going to miss so much.
Yeah.
Because there's so much that come with love. I think, man, the way it's supposed to be set up, you know, love is supposed, you know, you get your children from love.
Yeah.
You know, so, I
Yeah,
mean, having kids is just something by itself.
Yeah.
Having a partner in this life comes from love, and that's supposed to be the bomb. You know what I mean? Especially if it's good.
Yeah. You said supposed to be.
Supposed to be, yeah. Because there's a lot of people ain't celebrating love like it should be celebrated.
Right.
It's like whenever you think about, I think the word relationship is more sitting up there more than love is sitting up there. Like if you see topics, it'd be like relationships going bad, a good relationship, how to treat a relationship, what about love?
Yeah.
You know, because if real love is there, the relationship should be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, how would you describe real love? What is that?
I tell you.
Yeah, man. Break out of
I tell you, you know you got, I'm going to tell you, you have those people that you meet because you meet people all the time.
Yes.
And some people will tell you, hey, I like you, you're attractive, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But you can tell the people that love you, they're there a different type of way. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you don't have to even want to see that person, and they'll just pop up. Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
You all right? I was just thinking about you. You know what I mean? Or something happened in your life, and this person you didn't expect nobody to show up. Or you definitely didn't expect this person to come. And this person comes like, I love you. I just want to make sure you're good. And you'd be like,
yeah.
And then a person who's not afraid to even say they love you.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
People on, they be like, yo, you know you my people? You know, we rock. You're like, what does that mean, right?
Right.
But for somebody to say, yo, I love you.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm there for you. Like, no matter what, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
If we get mad at each other, that's okay, but I love you, so we're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
And I think it's big. I think when you have it,
Yeah.
it's easier to get from friends than it is to get from a real relationship.
Yeah.
Because a person is always spending so much time trying to figure out if you loving them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if it's real, or should they
Yes.
show you that love?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I think that we really have been jacked up in that. We're defensive. You know what I'm saying? And guarded with that. How do you get past that? Because it's
That's
a whole
tough one, too.
risk.
It
It
is.
is a whole risk to put
Yeah.
yourself out there like that.
I think you just gotta not be scared. And not be afraid of the outcome.
Got it, thanks.
Right? And but not be afraid of the outcome.
Yeah.
Because you know how we have outcomes where you be like, you know, this person was talking about me and told my business or whatever. This person took my car, crashed into the wall. Or this person, you know, we have all these old examples of bad love or fake love. So it kind of make us look at every other person like, damn, no. But I guess you can't be afraid. And I think I'll tell you one thing. Having your own stuff together helps you a lot. Because when you have to depend on a person, and you using love as the label of the dependency, when that person lets you down, you're like, oh. But it's kind of like if you got your stuff together and you say, you know what, I love this person, but I'm okay with or without this person, but I do love this person.
Yeah.
So it's like if that person do a little something, you be like, shame, but that's on them.
Yeah. See, and you talking about something big and real right there, because the first thing that you described, the therapist would say is codependency, not love.
Right.
Where you can't be okay unless another person XYZ. When we start needing another person to be or do certain things in a certain way for us to be at peace, then that's no longer love. That's what I heard.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Like I said, I clearly don't have it figured out, but I think about it all the time,
That's deep.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's something that is towed up from the floor of the image. You know, when you talk about stereotypes, love got a bad rap.
It really does.
They got a bad rap, but it's like grandma had it unconditionally.
Which grandma though? Because there's the other storyline. You're talking about your grandma had
Well, I'm just saying,
children.
True, and well,
because
you think
if you're
about
talking about grandma and granddaddy who were married for 50 years, a lot of folk find out after the fact that granddaddy was
a trip.
Cheating,
it was a trip.
There was all kinds of other stuff going on, and that's the other different thing about this generation. Far less willing to just like hold the family secret.
Now let's answer this. Was that love on grandma's part to stay there and deal with that, or was that something with somebody?
I think it was she was dependent. Because in grandma's day, women literally needed men for like livelihood. There was a practical component to partnership where like if we had this field to take care of and we got these animals to care for and we have these kids, it was a practical partnership. It was the whole cheaper to keeper kind of thing, or if he leaves, who's gonna help me take care of these? So people stayed. Right. Because of the labor of having a family,
That's deep.
Yeah, but like I said, times have changed and they are changing.
So you're thinking it was more about survival. It wasn't, grandma ain't stay with him because love.
That's what I think. And I know that there is some love in there, but I think for the older generations, a lot of them stay together out of necessity.
So what about today?
The
same thing
today.
People
I think a lot of people do. And, for me, because, we were sold on the romance dream. When I was in high school, it was like Love Jones. It was a lot of movies where if you watch them now, you're like, oh, that's pretty unhealthy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's terrible. What is that?
Terrible.
Right. Terrible. Do that.
Yeah, but you're raised where if the physical attraction is there, that's 80% of the battle. We weren't raised to be talking about how to communicate, how to talk about money, how to talk about differences in sex drive, how to talk about what we really wanted. It was about, this person is cute, y'all have fun together, it makes sense to get married.
Right.
And so I've seen it, the cycle of like single to the courtship to the engagement to the marriage. I've been in a bunch of weddings and just watching, literally like 14, honestly, and just watching that process. I'm like, people are not being honest here. That's what happens. People stop being honest, and it comes to a head, and it looks a lot of different ways when people hit that thing. Sometimes it's, let's talk about what this could look like if we invited other people into the relationship. Sometimes it looks like, let's talk about, taking a break. Couples take breaks all the time. They're separated, come back together. I know one couple that got divorced and got remarried. You know what I'm saying? But there's a reckoning that shows up somewhere down that road.
Now, why do you think they got remarried?
Because they did that work. That you hit that crossroad, and that's when you got to go to your respective corners and get real honest with yourself.
Right.
What do I want? Who am I? What am I contributing to this thing? What am I getting out of it? And once you come back from your corners, if y'all are on the same page, I've seen it be stronger afterward. You know. But I've also seen it the other way, where people retreat to their corners and they decide, you know what, this is not.
It's not what I want.
Yeah. So I am like, on the single side in my corner doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want it, but I want it real. I want it like real through and through.
So when you say you want it real, and you want it through, right? So, because you put emphasis on that, right?
Yes.
So are you saying that when you get married, you're never going to divorce?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, that's not what okay.
I'm saying I want it honest. Because I don't necessarily think that we're all supposed to be together forever. I think that, we're all on our individual journeys. I want to be with somebody who's so mature that if we come to that road, we can make a decision without it getting dramatic and traumatic.
Right.
Do you think that's possible?
Now listen, let me tell you something. Those emotions is crazy.
I know.
Emotions and woo-wee. Let me tell you something. People crazy out here. I'm telling you, people is crazy. I think.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I think it's interesting when you think about two people that's been in a relationship for some time, know each other well. They know, the ups and downs, the ins and outs of each other. And then one person decides, hey, this ain't working. Mm. That other person is ready to go nuts.
Well,
and
I
like,
definitely don't want to find myself in that situation.
Right.
I know in my fantasy land,
right.
we both are feeling it. Because this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You say one person decides they don't want it anymore. Do you think that day just pops up? Because I feel like there are hints and clues along the way.
Right.
You don't just get caught off guard.
Right.
Am I tripping? You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, let me tell you something. You get tired of complaining about the same thing over and over again after a while. And that'll drive you crazy.
Yeah.
You just be like, I just say this 1,000 times. You know what I mean? And I think it's interesting. Now, I'm a car guy. I love cars. So I use some car references, right?
I'm with it.
It's difficult to hold on to your favorite Volkswagen Beetle from 1976 when it's 2021 and the new Beetle is electric and they got a panoramic roof and it's, you know what I mean?
Does the new Beetle love you though? Does the
probably not.
Beetle love you like the old?
It ain't gonna love you like the old, but it might be smoother and faster.
Well, but look, I'm gonna take it back to that thing about men wanting respect.
Right.
Because for you might not need love from the Beetle. Mm-hmm. You need the Beetle to check for you on respect me kind of a thing.
Right,
and that's an honest conversation we need to have, because I really think a lot of women we get sold a dream about what men want.
Right.
And do you know Kevin Samuels? Oh gosh, you gonna have to look him up. He's very controversial. We go watch it after we finish recording. But he's this black man. He always is suited up. He has a YouTube channel, and he talks a lot to women who are in their 30s and 40s. A lot of women perceive him to be really, really harsh. And so if you ask people about him, my brother and I talk about him all the time. They either love him or they hate him. But he will say things like, he'll have these women call in and, I'm 35 and I have this many degrees and I just feel like I deserve this, I deserve that. Kevin Samuels will straight up be like, that is an unrealistic expectation. Nobody wants a 35-year-old single mother who is slightly overweight and is maybe a 5 on the beat. I mean, he talks to women like that.
I think I did see one of those. I think I seen one of those videos.
He will crack your whole face.
I think I seen one of those videos and I was like, come on, man, go ahead with that. Because he broke somebody down.
And he does that regularly.
And I was like, that's not true. I was like, that's not true. Some people have that whole thing where if a woman got 2-3 kids, nobody want them. That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's a lie. Because when a man looks at a woman, he's looking at the woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's scanning her, he's listening to her, and people fall in love with potential. People
Even
fall in love.
Do?
Oh yeah. People fall in love with. Let me tell you something. First of all, when it comes to being a loving woman, one of the things you can see quickly is her love for her children. You'll see that immediately. If that person's a good mother, you're like, you can sit back and look. And a baby falls screaming in, she's like, come here, baby, let me, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Baby, let me make you a plate. Did you eat? You okay?
Yeah.
You're looking at these examples of love and nurturing, and you're saying, okay, that's what's up. up?
Okay.
She's a good mom. What up? I remember dating somebody, right?
Right.
Check this out. And it was good. It was fun. It was exciting. I got sick. I had a fever.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh man, I had a fever and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, what to do? And I was like, wow, like, you know, aspirin or you ain't got, she was clueless
about how to
taking care of somebody that's sick. She was clueless to, she had just, it was just no recommendations at all. Like, it was like nothing. It wasn't like a rag. Can I get a cup of tea? It was nothing. It was like, I was
Godspeed.
like, let me leave.
Really?
Yeah, because I need to get better.
Yeah.
So I need to go get better over there. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get better here. Yeah. Clearly, I'm not going to get better here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just go over there and get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's no way that person could have been a wife. That's just, no. It's just not there.
Yeah.
And I think that in today's world, it's so funny, people really fall in love with the idea of success. Because technically, a lot of people don't have a lot.
Well, yeah, that's how bad, yeah.
But when you look at a person, they're working on this, or they got this degree, or they doing this, and you be like, oh, they headed somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, they about to, oh, you in law school? Oh, you about, that means if you're in law school, that means your next step is being a lawyer, which your salary is going to be, so they grab on to people like that. If somebody's rapping right now, before, if you was a rapper, somebody look at you and be like, a rapper? Now, because you see these rappers that's millionaires and some becoming billionaires, you say, yeah, I'm a rapper. And they be like, well, how serious are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a rapper. I'm going to make it. And you be like, you say I'm going to make it enough times, somebody's going to believe you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, so let me ask you this then. Do you think that that is the same for men and women, where your men look at women in terms of success, how you designed it? And the reason why I ask is because what Kevin Samuels would say is, if you're a woman who wants to be a wife and a mother, why would you waste all these years getting a degree? Because at the end of the day, you might have the degree, but you haven't invested time in learning how to treat a man. So you might get the man and you don't know how to treat him, or you spend all this time to get these degrees, but then you have the kids and you're not even working in the area that you got all these degrees in, you know, because you're the element in the family that does more of like the domestic kind of stuff. What you think about that?
Well, I think that you can learn anything. You know what I mean? I think you have some people, they might spend their early years becoming a mother and they'll learn that part. And they might not have, you know, skills on making money and all that kind of stuff, but they might learn it later. You know what I mean? Like, I got a partner right now who has 5 kids when she was young.
Yeah.
But now she's making big bucks doing business and her kids are grown. You know what I mean? So that's like the flip side where you have, you know, if you have a girl that focuses on their career first, it's never too late to learn love and nurturing and all that kind of stuff. And plus, you know, I mean, I don't think the man is going to be too mad in that big house with that car in the garage and all the things taken care of, and now it's like, I'm about to cater to you, baby. What you want? I don't think he's gonna be too mad about that. You know what I mean? I mean, I think she can learn all that other stuff. I mean, there's enough books and movies out here to teach some folks stuff that mama probably ain't teach you or grandma ain't teach you. You know? Yeah. But I think that and I guess it depends on the direction that each person is going in. Yeah. Everybody not trying to be successful financially.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, some people are like, I'm good. I got a job, I'm good, I'm maintaining. Yeah. So they need to get a person that has that same maintaining mindset, and they'll be, you know what I mean? Because if you get that person that's trying to shoot for the stars and you like, I'm good, I'm just maintaining, it's going to be a problem. Yeah. It's going to be a problem. Yeah. And I ran into that a few times, you know, when you dream so big, and then you have to get connected with other people who dream big. Yeah. And then even though a person that might not dream big, she might be just as beautiful as the big dreamer.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have a problem somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
After you get past the beauty and the loving and all that good stuff,
Yeah.
that pillow talk gonna be different. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, so baby, you know, I'm thinking about what she gonna look like. You going where? California.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like all of that is it's different.
You have to consider all of it.
It's different.
Yeah.
So.
Well, at the end of the day, would you say that it's worth it?
Which part?
Love, partnership.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's dope. I think, you know, it goes back to that old song. You're lucky just to have just one love, one love, one love. I mean, it's like 2X. I mean, in that song, one of the things he said that was so instrumental was he was like, I'd rather had love and lost it than to never had love at all.
Yeah.
Because that feeling is amazing.
Yeah.
You ever been in dumb love?
Yes.
Where you just so in love where you're just like, they be like, you with Darnell? And you be like, yeah. And they be like, do you know Darnell? And you be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you just be like, other people know more stuff than you know. But you don't even see none of that. You're just in love with the person. That moment, no matter what you found out later, but during that moment, it was a good feeling.
Yeah.
You were like, it was like a high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like,
Yeah.
this the bomb. This is the bomb.
Yeah.
That was a dope feeling.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I think that's just amazing. So I would want everybody to experience that at least once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least feel that dumb love feeling like
Yeah. Yeah. It does. It makes everything different.
It
makes
does.
life different, work different.
when you got other people
Go out
laughing
in the
at you, you're so
world.
giddy. You're so giddy, they're like, that girl is in love like crazy. Look at her. As soon as you mention his name, he's like, what?
Yeah.
You talking about Darnell?
Yeah.
I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I think I mean, having a daughter, like I got a daughter, listen,
What do you teach her?
I would
about love?
definitely, well, she's too young to learn any of that stuff right now,
Uh-huh.
but I would definitely want to see a day where she's in love with somebody like that. And she's like, Daddy, I really like him, Daddy. And Daddy,
Really?
yeah, why not? You know, I want to, you know, I'm gonna have to check him out and make sure he's good and all that, but
Yeah.
I want her to have that feeling,
Yeah.
you know, because she got all brothers.
Yeah.
So the brothers are messing up for that brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Between daddy and all the brothers, we make her think boys ain't no good at all.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to think that. You know, I want her to actually have a day of, or years or whatever, of feeling love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, we just got to tell the brother, hey, bro, that's a real one.
Yeah.
So I need you to love her like this. You can't love her like that. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
you put the laws out there. I
See,
mean,
y'all be knowing the difference.
there's a difference.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely different. Some people, you know, that's one thing I like about our old school hip hop.
Yeah.
Cause it said all that stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what was KRS One? He said something about a girl or something you pick up, play with, and put down. But that's not the real woman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was like, you know,
Right.
the girls look so good, but their brain is not ready. I don't know. I'd rather talk to a woman cause her mind is so steady. So here we go. BDP reference. You know what I mean? But that's
Yeah.
important. So
It is.
so everybody out there, we wrapping it up on love. Make sure you go and find yourself some love and try it.
Make it real.
Yeah, make it real and like a good latte. Just even if you just sip it. You know what I'm saying? Just take a sip of it so you know what it tastes like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's up to you to keep it in your life or all that good stuff, but don't go through life without tasting it and don't
Take
be
a
afraid.
risk on it too.
Don't be
you
afraid.
know? Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we out.